Hello everybody. Today I want to share with you cuttings and leaves easy to root in water. And this is one of the plants that is easy to root. The cuttings, you cut them and they're so easy to root in water. And not only the cuttings, also the leaves. This plant, I'm not sure, but I investigated it and so far I've got is that it's a peperomia for sure. It's peperomia pecunifolia. That's the answer I got from couple apps, plant identifiers, and that's what I got out of it. The stem is reddish, almost reddish. It's very beautiful when it's all full. There, of course, you'll get some yellow leaves if you're not watering as you should, because now that it's bigger, it needs more water. And it's so beautiful that it just fills up the pot, and it's so easy to root. Very easy. I believe most of the peperomias are easy to root by cuttings, but this one, you can also root the leaves. I'll show you an example. This one is one that I rooted by the leaf, and it gave me I'm not sure how many plants, like several plants. That's why you see only plants on one side. So that was like 2 leaves, I believe I had in there. One cutting, which is separate over here, that I rooted. And it's one of the plants that can be easily rooted by the leaf. And also another plant that is easy to root in water is the purple passion. That is another plant that is easy to root in water. The cutting only. This one, the Deliciosa Monstera as well, is easy to root in water as well. I have done it and it has rooted. It is said the string of pearls, anything strings that starts with strings, it's easily to root in water as well. This is a string of hearts, string of pearls. They're easily to root in water, as well as the pothos. All pothos, family pothos, are easy to root in water. The leaves, I don't have success. I have tried a couple plants. This one, I don't know yet. I haven't tried. The jade, that one could be easily rooted in water, the cuttings, or you can put it directly in very moist soil and it will root. Also, the spider plants, all spider plants are easy to root in water as well. The little babies, you can break them off and put it in a little bit, tiny bit of water so they can just touch the tip only of the bottom, and then it will root. And then you just plant it in the soil, or you can try to plant it directly in the soil, but it has to be very moist. And also the Pilea peperomoides also can be rooted in water as well. Every baby ones that has grown apart, you can put them in a small little jar to grow in water. All Hoyas so far can be rooted in water. Maybe the difficult ones, I'm not sure. There could be the Baya. That one I'm not sure. I'm not familiar. I'm still learning. I'm not a professional, but I'm just telling you from experience that I've tried these plants. Also, all prayer plants can be rooted in water. Any plant that has nodes can be rooted in water. Also, the African violets also can be rooted in water. You break a leaf. If it has a piece of stem on the leaf, stick that in a small bottle. Only the little stem that's there, dip it in the water. It has to be touching water. It will root. And that leaf will give you several plants. Yes, all African violets can give you several plants. Also, the satin pothos, like all pothos, like I said, can be rooted in water as well. The enjoy pothos, the same thing, can be rooted in water. Also, the Thanksgiving cactuses, also the leaf can be rooted. It does root in water. Or, as I have an old video, it can be rooted in very, very, very moist sand, and it will give you lots of roots. Healthy roots. Yes, all Thanksgiving cactus, Christmas cactus, it can root in water. Same thing. The Tradescantia, all families of Tradescantias can be rooted in water as well. All philodendrons can be rooted in water as well. The neon pothos, like I said, all family pothos can be rooted in water. The jasmine can be rooted in water. Hoyas as well. Any type of Hoyas, depending. There's there's certain Hoyas that can be picky, that need to be like rooted in a greenhouse style for it to root. Not all Hoyas are the same. Any philodendrons can be rooted in water. Chinese evergreens can be rooted in water. All Chinese evergreens, like I said, philodendrons, all philodendrons can be rooted in water. And also the begonia, which is in the back there, can be rooted in water. In certain begonias, the leaves can be rooted as well and give you a new plant, which is the beefsteak begonia. That one, the leaves can give you a new plant, and also the stems can be rooted as well. All begonias, cuttings can be rooted. The fiddle leaf as well. You cut it off into 3 pieces. As if the plant is very big and tall, it will root in water as well. Same as the dumb cane. These ones, if you cut it in 3 and you want to create new plants, it can root in water as well. All snake plants, if you cut a leaf and make it into 3 pieces and dip it in just the tip in water, it will root and give you new plants. So all Chinese evergreens, like I said, you can break the stem just like the cane, dumb cane. You can break them into several pieces and those pieces will root in water as well. Or you can dip it in the soil, but it has to be very moist all the time and it will root like this one. This one I rooted a couple, and a couple I just sticked it in there. And as you can see, the soil is moist and it has given me some leaves. The neon pothos, the same thing. Like I said, all pothos, you can root the cuttings, and the jasmine as well, the same thing. You can make cuttings and it will root in water. I have not tried this bougainvillea. I have not tried this plant yet. I'm still experimenting on it. It has survived the whole winter. So far, so good. The next one is geranium. If you cut the fresh greenish cuttings, the greenish, like this part is greenish, you can put it in water and it will root as well, but not from the old sticks. It won't root from the old stick, only the greenish area of the cuttings of the stem. So all geraniums you can root as well, the stems. This one I forgot the name, but all philodendrons are able to root in water. All kalanchoys as well. The kalanchoy, you can see it in there, it's right in there, also can be rooted in water, and also the leaf and the cuttings root in water, and the leaf can give you a new plant. Same thing as this, the fishbone, I forget the precise name, but it also can root in water if you do a leaf cutting. This is a different geranium. It can be rooted in water as well, the green cuttings. Like they say, the hardwood will not root, just the greenish. All snake plants can root in water. Same thing, the leaf cuttings. All sansevieras. Well, the cactuses, those ones, well, it's different. All you have to do is have moist soil. So you break a pad out of the cactus and let it dry. And the next day, then you can dip it inside of the soil. And you see how they have little dots on the plant. Through those dots is where the roots will come out. And also another plant that will root in water is the oregano. This is the oregano. I don't know exactly the right name for it, but many call it Mexican, many call it Greek oregano. I don't know which is the right name, but I know it's oregano. Okay. It roots in water easily as well. All pothos, Hawaiian pothos, all of them root in water. Philodendrons also root in water. All philodendrons. And last and not least, the ZZ plant. The stems have no nodes, but the leaves, you just get a leaf out. It has to be completely whole leaf with the tip on there, the whole leaf, and you dip it inside of water, but just the tips, it has to be touching the water, not the whole leaf wet, just the tip of it, and it will root in water and probably grow a new plant in the same water. It has happened to me, so that's why I'm saying that. That is a plant. The leaves will give you a ZZ plant. I have the paw bear succulent, but I haven't rooted this. I think I'm not even sure, but it has nodes and I believe it will root. I know the leaves will root as well. All succulents will root. It's just like this one, the jade. So it will root. Even the cutting and the leaves, it will give you a new plant, several plants. One leaf will give you several plants. And And in here is the panda. That one I know it roots by the cutting. I haven't tried the leaf only. So my friends, that's all the plants that I have so far that I know that root by cuttings or by leaves. The prayer plants all root from the cuttings. Prayer, the green one, and I have the red one. They all easily root in water. All begonias as well, they root easily. Like I said, any plant that has nodes, it will root. It will root easily. If not in water, it will root in very moist soil. Don't be afraid to experiment. If you have like a bushy plant like this, it's full, don't be afraid to take 2 cuttings and experiment. That's what I've done. I cut 1 cutting and then I would take off a couple leaves and I would stick it in the soil and I would make sure it's very moist, the soil, and see what happens. The cuttings, of course, I would put it in the water and then I would see what happens. And then I would like put another cutting in water to see which is more faster. Then I know which way is more easier, more faster. And I've noticed that in water it's more faster. In certain plants is more faster in soil when it's very moist. There's the pros and the cons, but don't be afraid to experiment. It's the best way ever to experiment. This as well, the Hoya carnosa, if you use the leaf also, it will also root and give you a new plant. And the one, I have one upstairs that it has given me a new plant, just the leaf. But not all the Hoyas are easy. So you have to be patient when you do this. So my friends, this is what I have learned till this date. And I share with you my experiences. Also, I forgot another plant, the bamboo. The bamboo also roots in water very easily, even if you make it into several pieces, because these little lines are nodes. So they will root. So my friends, if you're new, subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Share my videos. Comment below, thumbs up, and hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Bye.